Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I wanted to show you the Friday freebies. I know this is Saturday, but my days get all mixed up anyway. So this was last Friday's, not yesterday's, but last Friday's Friday freebie. There was 4 pages, and there is a digital coming of these, so watch out for that one. Hopefully, maybe by Monday. I don't know. I'm going to try. So those are the 4 pages from last Friday. Yesterday's was this digital, or this, well, they're digitals, of course, but these 3 pages. And these are fall embellishments, so you could use these for tags, pockets, journal cards, whatever you want. You could even print them 2 to a page, so they'd be a little smaller. Whatever I'd rather make them big and then have you, if you want them smaller, you can print them 2 to a page as to make them small, because it's kind of hard to blow them up and then not get distorted. So then this is another one. These were made by Bethany, by the way. So Bethany created these, and she has a digital coming with this fall creation that she's working on now. So watch out for that one as well. Now we have a new digital, and this was suggested by Rhonda Keys. She wanted either retro beach or lazy summer days, so I kind of combined the two. And this is the ephemera. I think there's 5 pages of ephemera. So this is the ephemera. This is already up in the store in both print and ship and regular digital download. So that's the ephemera pages. I think there might be 6 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there's 5. Okay. And then this is the digital. Now, I do have the back side available too. It's in that one digital download. I just didn't print it on this yet. And the back side is just mainly beach and that kind of thing. It's the waves and the palm trees and all of that. Isn't that pretty? Makes me want to be back at the beach. I think I hear those waves right now. And that, to me, there's nothing lazier than a summer day at the beach when you're just laying around reading a book or just taking a nap or whatever. I would love to be doing that right now. But I thought this is very cute. Thank you so much, Rhonda, for the suggestion. And all you have to do is email me at the email below. Make sure you email both of those email addresses just so that I get it. And then I'll send this digital to you. It's yours for free. Since she was the one who suggested it, she gets it for free. Look at that. I love it. Yeah, but I'm a beach baby anyway, so. Oh, me. So, and I think I printed some of these twice. I think I printed maybe the front and the backs and printed some of them twice. But there are, yeah, these are the printed again. I printed some of them twice. There are, let me look. There are 35 pages, so it's 15 of the front pages and then 15 of the back. And I think I have them all printed here. That's why it looks like it's so many. But, so 35 pages. And like I said, that is already up in the store if you want to go and grab that. Let's see. So what are we going to do today? We could work with the Friday freebie and make a few tags and things. Why don't we just do that? I've got some other things that I want to do today, but I think we'll start off with this. So I'm going to use some of these large tags. These we do have in the store if you want to grab them. And don't forget, if you didn't get the email yesterday, make sure that you go and check out the store because there is a clearance sale going on. We are downsizing a little bit on scrapbook paper and then upsizing on digitals and other things. So we're selling out some of the scrapbook paper because it just doesn't go that great anymore. most everybody now had rather have a digital, and that's great. We don't mind that at all. So go check those. Oops, go check those out because we have those on sale. You don't even have to have a code. They're already marked down. So go check those out. Got to get another glue stick. I might as well go ahead and get another one because this one's not going to last very long. And I think I'm going to have this where it'll wrap around just a little bit. We haven't done that in a while, so we'll try that for now. Let me get another glue stick real quick. Just because I don't think that one's going to last too much longer. Oof, I got that glue everywhere. The only thing about using a glue stick and using these tags is you have to be careful on the edges because they are a little bit thicker and they'll grab that glue stick and have a chunk of glue off before you know it. Let's see. So what are you guys up to today? It's really pretty here today, so I thought I would get some crafting done. I've got quite a few videos that I'm behind on, some sponsor videos and different things, so I need to do videos all day today. I don't know if I'll hold out to do that or not because I've got some other things to do too. I got some things I need to do in the house. And I'm just going to use this on the back. It's going to save a little bit on the glue stick. Oh, before I glue that down, I need to put something behind that, don't I? Let's see. I think, let me grab a piece of paper. We can put this down. Let's see how wide. I'm going to make it about that wide right there. I'm just going to tear it. And then, let's see how tall we need that. And this is the hard way to do it. Don't do it like I'm doing. Make sure you put this back piece on before you put your glue on there so you have it all set up. Alright. I'll try to get as much out of this glue stick as I can before I toss it. I don't like to toss it if I can get anything else out of it. And I also give lots of information about a new beginning and all of that. So if for some reason you are not getting our newsletter that also have freebies link, discount codes, things like that, then make sure that you go over to the website. I'll put that link below, and then just click on that little pop-up that it has there at the very top that says register or sign up for the newsletter. I can't remember the wording, and then you'll be signed up for our newsletter. I've got a little bit, I think I moved it down just a little bit much there. So what I'm going to do is just trim that, I think. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Am I going to do that or just put a piece of, I might just put a piece of washi. I'm not going to be that particular today on this. I just pulled it down a little bit too far. And that's my botched up trying to do this with my glue already on there. But the rest of it will be fine. And I like the look of that sometimes when it folds around. I think it's pretty. I'm just going to use this little washi right here. I have it right here on my desk, so not going to be a big deal. almost out of it. And we'll just do that. So grab that washi if you've got a little places that, few little places that need something, just grab the washi and go for it. Okay. Oh, that made a pretty tag, didn't it? And you could put this in any type of journal because it's basically just floral. I don't think I'm going to decorate these pieces today, just simply because I want to make quite a few of them. So I'm just going to make them in different ways and lay them aside. And we can always do decorating later. This one, I'm thinking this one would go really well in our tall journal that we showed the other day because it's got the blues and the purples. So I think I'm going to make one a little bit narrow, make it about like that. And I'm just going to use the double side on this because you can write on that. So I'm not even going to put anything on the inside, I don't think. Let me see. I don't know, I might put a little bit of book page in there. I just want it to be a little bit thicker. It doesn't have to be too thick, but a little bit thicker won't hurt. You know what? I might just put this in there. I've got this already. And this is just a heavy cardstock that I had a scrap piece left of. Okay, that's gone. So it's time to open another one. Yeah, we'll just put this little piece in there. Cool. Yeah, that's going to make it thick enough. And I'm just using my mat to put this adhesive on here because this is a non-stick craft mat, so I can just wash it right off. We do have these in stock as well. There. Yeah, it's going to be pretty. And then we're just going to trim. And see, that's not too thick, but it's just thick enough. So it's a nice, easy, quick way to make you a tag for a tall journal. And I may even have to trim this one off a little bit. I don't know. Let's just grab that journal. Let me grab it. Hold on. Let's look at it. Isn't that going to be pretty with that? Ooh, I like it. No, it's going to be the right size, I do believe. We don't, oops. You need it the right way up, though. So we can put it in there. Let's find another, maybe, oh yes, it will fit in there. See, we could trim it off a little bit. It's not going to really stick out, but, no, it doesn't stick out, but we can trim it off a little bit if we needed to. But it's going to go perfect in this journal. So this is the size that you would need for your tags, and I'll tell you what size these are. These are 3 and almost a half. They're like 3 5/8, and then it's just the full length of the paper. And depending on how tall you want yours, you could even cut it in half and make 2, or cut it in 3/4, and you know, whatever. So that's another, and I think all I'm going to do on this one is use this little decorative punch, if I can grab it out, and punch these corners. Ooh, they're still wet, so don't punch your corners when they're wet, but, you know, I do. You don't do that. It will clog up your punch. but you can always grab some alcohol and clean it out. And see, that's going to be pretty. I like that. And I don't think that will need very much. Just maybe a little label here or there or something like that. And then this is a good side to write on. So that one's finished. This is another one that will go pretty in that journal. Let's see, we might even be a flip out here. We could put that on a page that we could use to flip it out. Let's just see. I just love the feel of these journals. If you've not ever done a tall, thin journal before, you need to try one. You'll be amazed at how it feels in your hands. Now that's too fragile to add a flip on. Got a flip there. Let's go to the back then, since we've got a flip up there. We could. I don't want to cover my paper up though. We could just do. Oh, I don't have the back printed. That's okay. We'll see what we can do here. I don't want to cover the edge of that paper up though, so let's try it somewhere else. Let's try it on here. So I think what I'll do is let me think about this. I am going to fold it this way. Well, first off, I'm going to fold just a little bitty tiny fold here. Little bitty. And I said if you start in the middle, it does better, didn't I? And then there I started at the end. I did not get around to getting a video done yesterday, and I won't even mention why. It was just, I just didn't get it done. And I know I've had so many people say, oh, I just wish you could do a video every day. I wish I could too, but I just, with everything that's going on, I can't get it done. My old feeble, broke up body just won't let me do that much. You know, I wish I had known all that I know now about creating and everything when I was younger, because, I mean, there was no way that I would run out of anything to do. I would have been creating and posting and selling and everything else all day, every day, because I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to punch the top of this. And for you that are waiting on a journal, I'm getting it just as fast as I can, believe me. I've got like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going right now, and they should all be finished this next week. And that should catch me up, I think. So if you ordered one just recently, please don't think that I'm not working on yours. I am. It's just that I have to take them, well, I do take them first come, first serve. So ever who ordered theirs first gets theirs first. That's just the way I like to do it. Okay, I think I'm going to go, I don't want to go this way like I normally would, because that would be white, and I don't want, of course I could cover it with this if I wanted to. What do you think? Yeah, let's cover it with this. Why not? So anyway, I am working on them, but I do work on them in order. I try to, I get them started, and then I try to go and work on them in order and finish them in order as to how the order was placed. So that way I don't feel like I'm doing anybody wrong. I feel like I'm getting everybody in line like they need to be. Come down a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's make sure this folds again. Didn't go over that fold, hopefully. Which, I've not had anybody that's complained. I'm just trying to keep you guys caught up with what's going on in my world. Okay. And we did open our Etsy store back up. We're not stopping our online store, our Scrapbooking with Me. We're not stopping that. That online store is still going to go. But years ago, 14 years ago, as a matter of fact, I had an Etsy store, and I sold on it for quite a few years, not maybe a year and a half, something like that. I didn't sell a ton, but I just sold bits and pieces of things because I sold also on eBay, and that was way before our online store opened up. And I just decided, since I'm doing a lot of like handmade crafts and a lot of t-shirts and coffee mugs and teachers' gifts and things like that, that I would, instead of clumping all of that into the regular store, scrapbookingwithme.com, I thought I would just go ahead and put them on Etsy and just have a couple of places that you could go if you wanted to shop. Because some people shop more on Etsy than they do anywhere else. Some people shop, you know, through our website. So, and I'm going to try not to put the exact same things on both sites. So there'll be different things on the different sites, but there may be a crossover here and there, like a, you know, a tool that we make or something that I also post on Etsy that we have in our store, our online store. So just trying to catch you up on all that. And it is scrapbooking. It's Etsy, Scrapbooking with Me on Etsy. That's all you have to look for, and we should pop up, hopefully, if I've said everything right. You know, everything kind of changed big time from the time I was in Etsy before till I came back. So, and I know my my sales right now show like 14 years on Etsy and maybe 30 something sales, but that's not, you know, there was a 14-year gap there, so it wouldn't let me change that. I don't know why. So anyway, there was a big gap there that I didn't sell on Etsy, but okay. So then we've got a tuck pocket here and then a pocket up here, and it's a little flip out, and you can journal on here if you wanted to. So that's another way you can use those pages. Let's see, I think I have one more that we could probably include in here. Yeah. And we might just make a pocket out of this one. Somehow I like that page and that page together, like that. I do. So I'm going to make a tall pocket. I'm going to make it out. And this is how I measure. This is how my brain works. A lot of people's brain, you know, won't work this way. They have to have accurate measurements. I don't. I'm just one of those people that just kind of gets it done. I don't like to measure everything. I measure quite a few things, but I don't like to measure everything that there is. And actually doing this, and you don't have to fold your paper up. If your paper is thick enough to do a pocket, you can just cut this, and this can be 2 different or 4 different pockets. And I think that's what I'll do. I've got my ruler stuck over here, because this is quite a thick paper. If it's not thick enough, you can always just add some little something behind it. Just a piece of book page or whatever. And I'm doing all the tearing today. I'm not putting it in my trimmer, and that's okay. Yeah, we're going to make that into a tall pocket, and I don't think there'll be a problem with that at all, that thickness. It's a 28-pound paper. Like what I print on all the time, unless I'm just printing something for the shop, and then I print on just regular old cheap copy paper. But when I'm printing digitals, they're on 28-pound HP copy paper. That's what I use. I have lots of people that ask me what I use. That's what I use. To me, it's thick enough, but not too thick, and it works well in the journals. And I do use an HP printer in the HP print program, so I like HP. I've been using HP for many, many years, and I like it. Okay, that's good. I love that. And then we could go toward the front and actually put one somewhere else in the front. We could actually put one here. Yeah, let's do that. I am going to, yeah, I'm just going to fold this edge over a little bit. Instead of trimming it off, just fold it over. It'll make a little bit wider pocket if you do that. Get a real skinny fold if I can. Yeah, that works. Oh, that went crooked, didn't it? Okay, I think that'll work. And then we'll punch the top. Now all of our punches, embellishments, Tim Holtz things, glue, everything except the scrapbook paper will still be in the store. So don't fret. Don't run anywhere else, because we're still going to carry all that stuff. And there may be time to time that we carry some scrapbook paper, just depending on how the manufacturers do, because right now in the this whole year, the manufacturers have just not been coming out with a lot of new items. As a matter of fact, some of them have just been posting the same paper packs that they had 2 years ago. So, you know, I'm not interested in that. I want new stuff. I want some new and pretty stuff. So then we could make some little tags out of these. I don't think I want any more pockets for this one out of this, but you could make tags out of it, whatever you would want, or use it in another journal. So that's another way we could use those. And then let's do some with this. I'm a little bit souped up on coffee today, and I only had 1 cup, but I feel like I really had a lot of coffee, and I really haven't. I've had 1 cup. That's my norm. I can only have 1 cup of caffeine a day, so I have 1 cup early in the morning, and then that's all I do. But for some reason, I just feel a little bit souped up here today. So if I'm talking like 90 miles an hour, I apologize. Okay. I just knocked something in the floor. I think I get this way when I have a lot of things on my mind and a lot of things that I need to get done. I get souped up. I soup myself up. And our shirts and things on Etsy are actually printed and shipped by a company called Printify. And I know a lot of you have probably heard of them. They're very, very popular in the print and ship, print on demand is what it's called, print and ship categories. They're like one of the top printers of things like that. And I hooked up with them so that way I don't have to carry inventory. I can put it, you know, I make the design and I upload it to their site onto a shirt or cup or whatever. And then I put it on my Etsy store, and then when that sells, they make it, they pull the product, they put my design on it, make it, and then ship it to you. So it's straight from the manufacturer to you. It's just a way where I don't have to buy a lot of inventory. I only have to pay for the inventory as it's sold. And so that helps me out a lot, because when you have to pay for a bunch of inventory up front, that's when it gets kind of scary, because then you're like, oh, if this don't sell, what happens? Well, if it don't sell, you're up the creek. So that, I've started with that. And then also I do that on Amazon. Amazon has a print-on-demand platform, and I do that on Amazon. So that's why some of those shirts are also on Amazon. Now on Amazon, I know that there was like 3 people that had returned some of their shirts. Well, one of their shirts. And I think probably because Alicia ordered one, and I haven't ordered any samples yet. I need to do that, but I haven't. Really, because I haven't had the extra cash to do that, because I have to pay for the samples just like you do. But the one that Alicia ordered, she said, Mom, you need to tell them if they order a size up from what you normally wear, because she ordered her regular size and it fit, but it was a little bit tight. So, and they are a lighter weight fabric, cotton. So if you want it to fit well, and then when you wash it to, you know, have a good wash experience with it and all that, then just size up one, and then you shouldn't have a problem at all. But they are in the summer, I like the thinner cotton because they're not so hot. Now in the winter, I like the thicker cotton. This is a thicker cotton shirt that I have on now, but I don't like them in the summer so much because, like right now, I'm burning up. They're hot. So the ones that are on Printify are a medium weight. They are the medium weight of cotton. So you shouldn't have to order a size up. I have ordered a couple of those to be shipped to me just so that I can make sure that I tell you guys right, but you shouldn't have to order a size up, because I read into their platform and everything, and it said that they, with medium weight, they fit, you know, like fit to you. Like if you wear a large, the large should fit exactly right. I mean, the measurements and everything looked just like it should on a large size. So that being said, and all of those that are on Etsy are from Printify. They are the medium weight shirts. And then today I put some teacher things on there, like a teacher long sleeve t-shirt, and then a teacher bag and a teacher mug, since it's back to school time. And I've got more in the works. I just haven't had time to get them loaded up yet. It doesn't take long to do that and load them up, but it takes me longer to make the design than it does to actually put it on on the shirt or whatever. Because I'll put it on, I'll delete it, something, and I'll put it back on there, and I'll delete that. It's like, I just keep on and on and on. Y'all like how souped up I am today? I'm telling you. I'm just going 90 miles an hour. Now this one, I'm going to use that as a pocket, because I think that will be about the right width. Let me look. If it's not, we can always fold it around a little bit. It's 5 3/4. It'll be about right for a regular journal. I am going to, I think, yeah, I'm going to put something behind it just so it'll be a little bit thicker. You don't have to, not with this paper, but I think I'm going to. And keep those comments coming on the question that I sent to you about, I sent this out on the email last week, I think, about anything that you have always wanted to do, but you can't get any information on. Maybe you want to start a store, maybe you want to sell your journals, maybe you want to just make journals. I mean, whatever. Right now we have about 100 different comments that we're working on, and we're going to try to put all this together in book form so that you can just download the book, and you don't have to print it. You can just leave it on your computer or phone, whatever, and read it. It'll be like in an ebook style. And everybody who makes gives us suggestions or makes, you know, a comment saying, I would like to learn how to do this or that, you will get that download for free. But other people who don't give us suggestions will have to pay for theirs. So give us your suggestions. Leave it over on the blog. I'll leave that link below. All you have to do is click on it and then go over there and leave in the comments what you would like to learn. Maybe you want to make money. Maybe you want to quit your job that you're in now and start an Etsy store or start an online store, whatever. Just leave us comments and we will do our best to get all of this wrote down. Now, it's going to take us a while since we've got all 100 comments. We research every one to make sure that we are, giving you the correct information. So it's not going to be something I'm going to be able to do overnight. I'm hoping to get it done by the end of the year. So it will be a good, Christmas present. But don't think that it's going to be, you're going to give me your comment and I'm going to get it done tomorrow, because that's not going to happen. I can tell you. It takes a lot of information putting together and writing, and you know that I'm not that great in writing, so I have to ask for help as far as writing things out and, getting the correct spelling and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, all right, I think we've done quite a bit today. We have done, what, 2 or 3 pockets in here, a tag, a flip out, and then we've done all of these. So that's good. I've got lots of things to work with now. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go with this video, but I am going to come back this afternoon. I won't publish it today, but I've got to come back this afternoon and make another video that will hopefully go up Tuesday, maybe. And it's going to be on something that I've been wanting to do for many years, but I've just kind of put aside, and I keep it pushed out of my mind. Well, I thought I need to pull that back in my mind and get it done. So I am going to start on that this afternoon. It's going to be a work in progress. It's going to be something that I will be able to work on for many years if I want to, or just, a month. It doesn't matter. This is going to be a true junk journal but it's going to be in something that you have not seen me work with before. Let me just give that kind of hint. So maybe you'll be looking forward to that Tuesday. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.